Hey everyone, CaffeineMan here with tons of information on the brand new C4 Smart Energy. That's right, there's a lot to go over. They got a different size can, they did change the formula a little bit. How much caffeine does it have? I will tell you everything you need to know, coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today where I go over everyday energy for everyday people. If you're someone who likes caffeine in all of its forms, feel free to hit the subscribe button and share it with all your friends to get the name out about CaffeineMan. Because in today's video, we're going over the new C4 Smart Energies and see how they improve these drinks. In this video, I will be telling you all about the changes that they made that I know of and taste testing the 3 brand new flavors that they came out with and letting you know which old ones made it into the new line. And if you're someone who's interested in just the taste test, I will include timestamps down below so you can go where you want to go. Got lots to go over, so let's jump right into this. So right off the bat, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And I should have a joke for that, but I don't. I will get back to you on it. But the biggest change in these new C4 Smart Energy cans is that they went from a 16-ounce can down to a 12-ounce can. Does that mean they're taking a bunch of stuff out? Well, besides the 4 ounces of carbonated water, I am happy to say that they did actually stay with the 200 milligrams of caffeine for these cans. And what that means is you should be getting a stronger clean energy, because with the 16-ounce can, you are getting 12.5 milligrams of caffeine per ounce. And with these new 12-ounce can, you're going to be getting 16.67 milligrams of caffeine per ounce. Therefore, you're going to be getting a more concentrated caffeine, so the caffeine will be getting into your system a little bit quicker than the 16-ounce can. But you still shouldn't get really any jittery feelings from this, because they are still using natural caffeine. Natural caffeine takes the body slightly longer to process, therefore you get a longer lasting energy out of it, and the natural caffeine source is coming from green coffee bean extract. You are also still getting cognizin citicholine, cognizin being a premium brand name citicholine, and is one of the top 3 nootropic ingredients used in nootropic energy drinks, and it helps promote focus and concentration and to help balance out those jittery feelings that you normally get from synthetic caffeine. It is also great for memory, your metabolism, and just lots of other great stuff that citicholine does, which is why it's one of the top 3 nootropic ingredients. And that's all depending on who you talk to. Some people will say it's the best nootropic ingredient, some people say it's second best, but no matter what, science has kind of proven that there are 3 main nootropic ingredients that work really, really well, citicholine being one of those 3. If it's the best one, it's going to be up to you and how you react to it and just your thoughts and feelings on it, really. But what about an effective dosage? Well, an effective dosage is between 250 and 500 milligrams. And even though they don't say on the can what the dosage is, it is right above caffeine. And we do know that there's 200 milligrams of caffeine in here. So there is a solid chance that there is more than 200 milligrams, putting it very close to the effective dosage, if not a little bit more. Now, cognizin isn't the only nootropic ingredient in here, and I say only, but that's not really, I mean, caffeine is a nootropic ingredient, but we usually glaze over that. We're more concerned with all the other nootropic ingredients. And that other nootropic ingredient is actually tyrosine. Tyrosine helps increase dopamine, which can improve mood, but more importantly, improve alertness, attention, and focus. So we got 2 great nootropic ingredients in addition to caffeine, so 3. And it also uses sucralose and ACE-K for its sweeteners. But how about those nutrition facts? You can't forget about the nutrition facts panel, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. In taking a look at the nutrition facts panel, we have 0 calories, lots of other zeros there that you can see, 4% of your daily value of potassium, 190% your daily value of niacin, and 250% of your B12. That was a very quick nutrition facts panel. Wasn't expecting that to go so fast. Now, some of the things that I am excited about that most of you probably don't care about, because I've only heard a couple of you talk about it. But these new flavors that I'm going to be going over don't actually have any malic acid in them. Malic acid is a preservative, but it is also used in a lot of drinks to help with the sour flavor. Who doesn't like a good sweet and sour flavor, or just a regular sour flavor? But there are other ways to get sour flavors in there, because there are several other companies that have sour drinks that don't use malic acid. And the big thing about that for me is that I found with too much malic acid, I do actually get a little irritation in my throat. So I actually have had a little bit less of the C4 Smart Energies than what I used to have, because it took me a little while to realize that it was actually the malic acid causing this little bit of throat irritation. And in talking to a few people who watch my channel, they do actually limit the amount of malic acid and citric acid that they actually take in, because they could bother your throat and or potentially bother your stomach because it is acid. So rather than just having 1 or 2 C4s a week, I will be able to go back up to my daily dose of C4 if I so choose to. But a lot of you may be asking, hey Caffeine Man, what did they take out of here? They had to change something on us. Why would they change it and not take stuff out? That's what companies do. Well, from what I can tell, besides the 4 ounces of carbonated water, as well as the malic acid, they only switched out the natural caffeine source. It used to be green tea leaf extract, and then they switched it out with green coffee bean extract. There's not really a big difference between those two. It's just the caffeine source. It really shouldn't change the flavor at all. So besides that, you're still pretty much getting a similar formula. It's just not using a Nova tea, which was the green tea extract. It's using green coffee bean. And if anything, you should be getting a little bit stronger of a clean energy because it's still 200 milligrams, but in a 12-ounce can. So let's go ahead and let's taste out these brand new flavors from C4 Smart Energy. Just gonna go ahead and grab them from the CaffeineMan fridge. And if you guys didn't know, I am actually sponsored by C4. And what that means is that you can actually save at least 20% off at C4 Energy when you use coupon code CaffeineMan. And I say at least 20% because if they are running any kind of specials or promotions, my coupon code is actually going to be worth more. Sometimes it's 25%, sometimes it's 30%. So be sure to check out C4 Energy relatively often to see what sales they're running. And even if they're not, you're still going to save 20% off, which is a really great discount. And that 20% off isn't just on C4 Energy, it is also on any of the Cellucor products as well as Extend products. If you are new to the channel, you might be saying, oh, this is a sponsored video, so you're going to say absolutely great things about the drink, but that is not true. For the past 4 years, all I have been doing is honest reviews. I don't let anything influence that, and there have even been a few C4 drinks that didn't rate that well with me. So if you're expecting all these drinks to be in the 9s, they could be. I'm going to give you an honest review, but from the names of some of these new flavors, not preferred CaffeineMan flavors, and I'm going to try and rate them unbiasedly, not based on my personal preference, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least 1 out of the 3. It's not going to be in the 9s, but I do always give honest reviews. And the reason why I got sponsored with C4 is because I do love a lot of their drinks. Therefore, it's really easy to review them. And I know that I'm mostly going to be getting great drinks to give you guys good scores. I'm not going to pad my scores for any company. Let's taste them out. First one up is going to be the Tropical Passionfruit. All of the cans are using a similar gradient kind of theme like they had in the original 16-ounce cans, and it's usually based on the flavor. This one is Tropical Passionfruit, so it is going from a yellow to somewhat of a magenta color. And now, before I try them out, let me just say this. I kind of already hinted at it, but the flavors that they have, when I heard the names of them, I was like, Tropical Passionfruit. I haven't really had many good passion fruits out there. Strawberry Guava could be hit or miss with those guava flavors. And Blood Orange Yuzu, a unique flavor as well. So it is great to see them doing some unique flavors. But if you didn't know, my favorite ones are the Peach Mango and the Blue Raz. Used to also be the Electric Sour, but they discontinued that one. So I am actually going to put up the other Smart Energies and how they actually scored, because I really did like them. And I'm curious how these are going to compare. And like I said, I don't have high hopes because of the flavor names, but C4 has been known to surprise me with how good some of their drinks are, even if I wasn't expecting to like them. So let's go ahead, let's stop talking about it. Let's just taste them out and see how they did. Tropical Passionfruit. Clear color. Smells tropically. So for your carbonation, you're getting a medium to high carbonation out of here, closing in on high. For your sweetness, I would actually say you're getting, it's really, I wanted to say closing in on high, but I do think the flavor is gonna stack a little bit, and it's gonna be on the low end of high, because it's just barely crossing that threshold, because the tropical does pull back a touch on the sweetness as well as the passion fruit, but it still is giving you a decent amount of sweetness in there to cross over that medium to high level, hitting that low end of high. And for your flavor profile, I am also going to say they're giving you the low end of high because they're actually giving you a decent amount of flavor in here, and I'm definitely a fan of that. I usually like a strong punch of flavor, and even though it's not giving you that strong punch like the peach mango and the blue raz did, it's still giving you a strong solid flavor. As for that flavor, I definitely like the tropical feels that I'm getting out of there. Not really sure how I feel about the passion fruit in there, but obviously if you're putting passion fruit in a drink, you have to kind of like passion fruit, but I would say you're probably getting like a 70-30 mix. You're probably getting like a 70% tropical, 30% passion fruit. I haven't really found many passion fruits that I enjoy, so that is pulling back on the flavor for me. As for the tropical, they didn't have a tropical in their Smart Energy line, so I'm happy to see they're doing tropical. They do have the Tropical Blast in their regular line, and I actually rated that really high. You'll see that when I put up the CaffeineMan rating chart, which we're gonna do right now. We're gonna put up the CaffeineMan rating chart, and CaffeineMan's sponsored by them, and he says he likes this drink. Is it getting in the 9s? I don't think it's hitting the 9s for me. I'm actually gonna give this an 8.7. I think it's a really good drink, but the passion fruit isn't really doing it for me. I'd like a little bit stronger tropical, but still, it's a really great flavor. And you can see up there I have the Tropical Blast from C4, the regular yellow cans that they have, and that was a 9.2, so I do like that tropical a little bit more. And you will see that there are a lot of tropicals on the list, but an 8.7 for the first new flavor of C4 Smart Energies. If you watch my reviews for a while, I usually start with the one I think I'm gonna like the least to the one I like the most, so hopefully I'm going in order, and we get some higher scores than an 8.7, but once again, 8.7, great score, great job to C4 with their Smart Energies. Next up is the Strawberry Guava. I'm definitely a fan of strawberry flavors if they give you a strong solid strawberry flavor, which I'm hoping that they did with this. Guava can be a nice complement to a lot of different drinks depending on how they balance it out with the other flavors, but I do know that C4 does tend to have lighter strawberry flavors, lighter orange flavors, and even their watermelon flavor is a little bit lighter. And I think that for those flavors, they are giving it a lighter feel because they want it to be more natural. Whereas my personal preference when it comes to watermelons and strawberries, I like that artificial super sweet strawberry and watermelon flavor. So I'm guessing they might have gone with a lighter flavor here. We shall see. Let's taste it out. Clear color. Very clear color. I mean, get a little closer on that. You can see me right through it. Some of the other companies have a somewhat clear color, and some of them do have a little bit of a haze to them and stuff, but some companies really do clear. So I think all the drinks are going to have the same carbonation. I'm going to skip the carbonation for this one and the next one. And they do seem to all be on the low end of high for sweetness so far. So I'll skip that for the next one if they are all the same. And for the flavor profile, this is also going on the low end of high for the flavor profile. And the flavor is really good. I was expecting, like I said, a lighter strawberry flavor. And the flavor is still light. It's definitely not getting to that point of like a candied kind of strawberry flavor or too artificial. It really is a good sweet strawberry flavor. And then that guava kind of comes in on the back end, but then ends up being almost dominant. So I'm going to say you're probably getting like a 60% light sweet strawberry and a 40% guava flavor. And once again, it's all going to be a matter of how you feel about strawberry guava in general. So I think that they have your really sweet, powerful flavors already covered with your peach mango nectars, your blue razzes, the black cherry. And now with these new flavors, they're expanding out a little bit more to bring in some of those people who like the healthier kind of flavors to complement the regular good flavors that they have. But where are we gonna go ahead and put this one on the CaffeineMan rating chart? Even though it is a good strawberry, it's still a little bit lighter than I would like. So if you're into lighter strawberry, I think you'll like this drink. And obviously you're gonna like guava too. So I am actually gonna give this an 8.5. If you don't know my chart, an 8.5 is something that I would buy again, and that is the cutoff. The next step down is 7.5 to 8.5. Those are drinks I would drink again because they're good, but but I might not spend my money on them because there are probably other flavors that are better. But Strawberry Guava C4 Smart Energy, 8.5. Moving on to the Blood Orange Yuzu. Can we get one of these new ones in the 9s? Fingers crossed. Otherwise we might not be sponsored anymore. Just kidding, just kidding. I don't even know if they watch my videos. Last one up, Blood Orange Yuzu. Get a little my St. Patty's Day accent going on there. Blood Orange Yuzu. If you've seen any of my orange reviews before, you'll hear me say this, you must be tired of it. Orange usually not a preferred CaffeineMan flavor, but a lot of companies don't mess it up. Orange is a pretty straightforward flavor. Blood orange, a little bit different. And then adding that Yuzu in there, like I said, not many companies have Yuzu in their drinks. Usually Yuzu is reserved for more of your sparkling waters and your healthier energy drink companies. So they're bringing in some of that healthy drink into here. And honestly, I do like Yuzu. That's why I ended with this one, because all the drinks that I have had that had Yuzu in them are really good, and even the blood orange flavors are good. Hopefully it's a really great combination. Let's taste it out. And so far, clear cut it. I did not go in the proper order because I get an 8.7, 8.5. I don't get the order right anymore much, unfortunately. Taste it out. All right, we're gonna have all the same stats that I go over, all the same scores, so let's just jump right into that flavor. It's a pretty good flavor. Blood orange is a little bit different than your regular orange flavors, so you kind of gotta have an idea of what blood orange tastes like. And then, like I said, that Yuzu does come in to complement that blood orange flavor. So if you're someone who likes blood orange and Yuzu, I think you're really gonna enjoy this flavor. And once again, just like the other two, I would have liked a little bit of a stronger blood orange flavor, maybe even a touch more Yuzu in there. I would say you're getting a nice decent mix. I think you're getting like a 65% orange in there with a 35% Yuzu. So, and that seems to be the way they're going. They're going 60-40 or 70-30 with the flavors, which I really think is a great combination for any company doing two flavors in their drink. Usually that second flavor is always a complementary flavor because it's odd when you get like a 50-50 mix. But where's it gonna be going on the CaffeineMan rating chart? We finally hit the 9s for a drink. I still don't think it is a 9 quality yet, so it's really, really close though. I am actually going to give this an 8.9 for all you haters out there that thought they were all going to be in the 9s. Unfortunately, I don't think any of them are amazing enough to be in the 9s. But that being said, I think if you're someone who likes the more natural flavors, you like your passion fruits, like your guavas and your yuzus, you might actually find these to be in the 9s. And let me point this out too, even though I say they're going with healthier flavors, I don't think they're going with healthier flavor titles. I wouldn't classify these as your healthier energy drinks that I have on my channel sometimes where they went like super healthy with the drinks. They're still good for you, but they aren't giving you that earthy, crunchy granola healthy kind of feel to them. They still have your standard energy drink quality flavor to them, just doing a unique twist on the flavors. Great job to C4 with their new Smart Energy flavors. I think they're really expanding out with some unique flavors to bring in a larger audience to their flavors. And I do have a lot more C4 content coming your way because they have released a lot of new stuff. They actually did release some powders too for someone who doesn't like carbonation, and my gamer community as well. If you gamers, you like your G Fuels and your Ghost Gamer, we'll see how competitive the C4 Smart Energy powders are compared to those. Got some C4 Ultimates coming up. C4 Ultimate has changed a decent amount. It used to be a strong, solid pre-workout. Now they're adding some more nootropics in there, so I will get to that review coming up. Like I said, in the next few weeks, a lot more C4 content coming. If you want to know how I rated all the regular C4 energies, you can check out that video right there. I go over my favorite ones. Or if you want to just check out all of my C4 videos, I got a playlist right there going through all of my videos. I mean, what did you think? It's a C4 sponsored video. Obviously, I'm going to put all C4 stuff there. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.